Hey everyone, TarantulaDan here. I hope you're all doing well today. So very quickly before today's video, up here will be some information for the Southern Invert Show hosted by Invert Shows UK. If you have not been to one of these shows, this is the last show of the year for you to come along and experience what they have to offer. These shows have been absolutely amazing this year. I of course did the Northern Invert Show, the Western Invert Show and the Eastern Invert Show, and I had a great time, got some awesome pickups when I was there. And you know what, if you haven't seen it, wait till the end of the video and check out the annotation, or alternatively please check out the links in the description for Invert Shows UK and come along if you're able to do so. With that said everyone, thank you for watching, take care, and I'll continue the video. Hey everyone, TarantulaDan here. I hope you're all doing well today. So in today's video I'm going to be giving you a quick look at my setup, how it's changed recently, and just go a few things with you. Now, I didn't do a video yesterday because I've been busy trying to get all this sorted out, and the time that I would usually spend on filming and editing, sadly I didn't have spare early on in the week. But now I've got things done, I want to show you just sort of what's been going on and what's going to be coming up in the very near future. So let's go take a look at my animal room, how it is at the moment, and also my work area. So through this door here, it actually goes into two areas. We'll go up there in just a second, but for now we're going to take a look in here. So this is my main animal wall, I guess you could call it. It is a fantastic collection of animals. I have some real gems here that you don't see that often. Of course, I have 3T Celedonia, I have the Cuban blue tarantula, which is absolutely gorgeous, the Malaysian jeweled centipede, I have some amazing avics, of course, all of my other centipedes. I've just got like a load of really awesome, lots of rare spiders, lots of very expensive inverts, and of course I do also have my wonderful reptiles as well, which I absolutely love those. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be getting another one of these shelves, which I'm going to place over there on that wall, and that will be for my reptiles and also what I'm going to call my gems. So like I said, my Celedonia, the Cuban blue, the Panapalma Pedincilo, various sort of centipedes and odd inverts, so reptiles, gems and odd inverts on that wall over there. I'm also thinking about getting a chameleon for this area here. It is plenty big enough and I could get a nice setup, a bioactive setup on this wall here. And then this wall, with all the space that is then now available, will be used for obviously more inverts, and also because I'm looking at doing a lot more breeding, it'll also give me a lot more room to do that. The desk under here I will keep for just general sort of storage away sort of things. And then I'll be having a desk in the middle, which I will use for the unboxing videos. If I have to get enclosures down for videos, everything will be on the table, which will be down here when it's all sorted. I will do a tour of the room so you can have a better look at it. Ignore all the furniture and boxes. I have my my camera bag here and some spare enclosures on the floor, and of course my show box that I take to shows with me for the transportation of inverts and things. So yeah, quite a lot to be done in here over the next few months. Also going to be getting a new lighting system. I want to have an actual sort of ceiling light system rather than using the little handheld ones, if you know what I mean. The sort of like these lights, but rather than having the smaller ones or the large ones that I have, just having them on the ceiling, which will give me plenty of natural looking light. That way I can film videos even throughout the winter at night and it will look day. In the UK at the moment it is dark here at like 4 o'clock, so it's going to be very hard for me to get very well lit videos, so this is my way around that. So there's lots of cool things happening in this room. Of course I will be doing the fan wall as well, which I still need to get that finished, as well as all the pictures that I have with you. The photos will be on the wall as well as a background behind the door here. So as a whole, it will be a very nice sort of studio room once it's complete, and I will be taking you all through it as the room sort of develops and things like that. So with that said, let's move on upstairs and I'll show you what I'll be doing up there. And this will be the other angle that I'll be using in my video. So this is the office area of my bedroom. My bed is over in that section, which isn't too exciting. If you have it on Instagram, you will have seen that area. So yeah, this is where I will be doing editing and things. It's actually fairly comfortable. This chair is actually broke, which isn't too good. You go right back and there's like a thing that digs in your back, which it's not too comfortable. But over time I will be adding to this. I also have just down here my microscope, which is really good. It's perfect to have on the desk here. I was demonstrating this last night to Zoe and Richard, who, by the way, shout out to them, because this weekend is the IHS, the 4th of November, and they have very kindly invited me to go and stay with them the night before. So thank you to Rich and Zoe. I look forward to coming and hanging out with you guys and getting some food and things like that. How awesome that subscribers have asked me to go and do that. Really appreciate that. It's amazing. So but yeah, I was talking to them last night on the phone, on video call, and I was sort of showing them that when the microscope is here, it's perfect for sexing molts, and obviously I can run it through the laptop and I can still do filming on this camera, and I have my Surface here which I can do recording on as well. So I have several cameras and different, I can have my microphone and things sort of clipped onto the desk for better audio. And yeah, as a whole, it's just much better up here. I can, like I said, I can sex molts, do videos talking to the camera. It's more comfortable to work at. I'm still using my laptop at the moment, but I'm looking at getting a desktop to do all of my editing on instead of the laptop. This can be more powerful and will be faster and just overall better for me for doing that. Of course, I have my YouTube notepad, which I actually got this at YouTube Space London about a year ago, and I sort of work my way through it. When I have a video idea, I sort of get it out and sort of scribble it down in here. So I can't show you what's in there because that's a spoiler for future videos. So yeah, it's really cool. It's a nice little setup. I'm happy with how it is. I've got a few things I want to change, and I have things to hang on the wall, which you guys will probably never see. I also have some really nice plants. I think it's a sign of getting old when you look at plants and kind of get excited. But yeah, I went to the Bugfest show, which was last weekend. Last weekend. I had a really good time, got some cool additions, and this is one of the plants that I picked up that I forgot to show, and I thought I'd just mention it now because it's really cool. It lives on here by the window, and I also have these cool little air plants that are just hanging up, and they absorb moisture and carbon dioxide from the air. They don't need dirt or soil to, for their roots. So really cool on bamboo with a little hook, and I can just hang that up on my window and it's just there. So I'll probably be looking at getting some more of those to scatter around the room, get some green here. And I think this one, actually, if I just turn the camera, you can actually see my bed there, but yeah, this plant will eventually go under there and will grow up this beam here. So I thought that'd be quite a cool little feature for it to, once it's kind of growing a bit. So this has been a very quick look at my setup in obviously my desk area and downstairs, so you can see where it is I'm going to be working. Also, if I do live videos, I might be up here for live videos, I might be downstairs doing live videos in the future. It depends on what it is I'm doing, whether I'm doing laptop work or showing you animals, so it really does depend. But I'm not going to end the video there because I'm actually going to go and pick my good friend Dan up, and he's going to come round, and I'm thinking I might see if he wants to have a look at some animals. So, bit of camera magic, click my fingers, and Dan will be here somewhere. Don't know where, but he'll be here. Okay then, so we're now down in the animal room. Of course, Dan has picked to have a look at the crab, which many of you will remember. Dan is the one that looked upon it first, who gazed upon
picked it out of the box.
He picked it out of the box, gazed upon it, quite literally crapped himself when it emerged, called it Godzilla more times in that video than Japanese monster movie. Yeah, and so yeah, we're downstairs and we're going to take a look at the crab, show you all how the crab is doing, and just take a better look at him, I guess, and you can sort of see how I'm keeping him. So if you have been wondering, I will be revealing it now. So let's take a look at Oreo. Okay then, so this is the big ass crab, I think I will call it. I realised I just called it Oreo, but it's actually no longer called Oreo, it's just called big ass crab. Unless you've got a name for it, Dan?
No, I say leave it to the audience.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, how about you guys in the comment section, let me know what you think we should call the crab, and we shall call it. So no longer Oreo named after the biscuit, it's just a big crab until otherwise. But yeah, so this is the crab. How I'm keeping it, it's in a 150 litre plastic tub filled with substrate. There is actually just down here a hide which is buried, and it's done all this this excavation work, if that's the word to use. And I feed it on hot dogs, items, cat food, fish flakes, anything really. This is not a fussy eater at all. It's kept in fresh water, not brackish, not salt. And Dan is going to take a look at it, because you actually held in the video, didn't you, before?
Yeah. Oh yeah, little thing.
There we go, he's got it. So yeah, this is the crab. I mean, you can just see just how big this crab is. It is huge.
If that's what I think it is, those are its muscles.
Yeah, the claws at the back, dude, will give you a nasty pinch. If you have to put it back in, feel free to do so, it's fine. But the claws are very sharp, the legs rather very sharp, and it will stab you in the hand with them. So yeah, he's big, huge crab. So if anyone's wondering if I still have the crab, if it is alive, yeah, it's alive and doing very well, as you can see.
It's getting stronger as well.
Yeah, he's getting big. He's just doing obviously all of this digging at the moment, which is fine. It seems to enjoy it, I guess.
That's what they do in the wild.
Yeah, this is what they do. They dig holes and they scavenge, so they don't need to eat fancy food, you know, fresh. You can just put anything in there and they will eat it. I've been feeding it on IM's cat food biscuits, and it has been eating those, and actually attracted quite a few fruit flies, if you can see it. But yeah, he's awesome, absolutely awesome, dude. As he gets hold of my finger. I would like to.
Lot of fruit flies.
Yeah, I would love to get it something bigger, but unfortunately I don't really have anything bigger to put it in. So and there was actually a shallow pool in there, which I think is probably buried under here for it to go and bathe in, and he's just buried it and just sort of lives on the substrate. So, but yeah, he is still absolutely fantastic to watch and observe, and he's just awesome. I mean, look how big he is. Sure. He's awesome. He's not that aggressive either. He doesn't sort of try and pinch, so he's awesome. So there's a quick look at my new setup here, my studio, and of course a quick look at the crab, which has been requested by pretty much everyone that watches my videos. So a huge thank you to those, of course a huge thank you to Dan for joining me on this channel. Again, he has joined me in the past and he will be joining me in the future, including this Sunday. I'll be filming my super exciting £1,000 mystery box from the Spider Shop, so please make sure you are subscribed, you hit the bell icon so that you know when I upload that video, because you do not want to miss it. I do not know what's inside it, but it is going to be very special, I have been told. So yeah, please join me with that. Oh yeah, one more thing. I'm taking part in this really cool Tarantula YouTube collaboration. If you don't want to talk about, I will put a trailer up for it now. and I will be posting updates for this when I am drawn into it. So of course, make sure you follow myself and the other YouTubers that are involved in this, and I'll put any links that are related to this in the description and more information, so please make sure you join us for that. A huge thank you to my patrons, and of course if you'd like to support me, you can find the link to my Patreon at the end in an annotation, or a link in the description. So yeah, thanks for watching everyone, take care, and we'll see you soon. Take care and goodbye from me.